Hare Krishna and dear devotees, I was told yesterday that today is the appearance day of Adi Shankar-acharya. And I was told a very nice story. And I'll share a little bit of briefly about it from what I've heard. So once upon a time, there was a renunciate named Shankar-acharya. Shankar-acharya had elderly parents, especially his father. His father was 60 years old when he had Adi Shankar-acharya. So it's described that Adi Shankar-acharya's father was a devotee of Lord Shiva, one of the great controllers, Mahadev. And so if he was a devotee of Lord Shiva, he probably chanted something like this. So this is what Adi Shankar-acharya's father chanted. And so it's described that because he was the devotee of Lord Shiva appeared in his dreams and told him he would appear as this man's son. And this is precisely what happened. So Adi Shankar-acharya is an incarnation of Lord Shiva. So it's described that Lord Shiva was a child prodigy, in much the same way we were describing in our previous videos. So how so? So when a parent or a teacher, sometimes parents and teachers, they ask their child, what do you want to be when you grow up? And so usually the child will say, I want to be a fireman, I want to be a police officer, I want to be a ballerina, I want to be a model, whatever. And so similarly, Adi Shankar-acharya's parents, his mother, asked Adi Shankar-acharya, my dear son, what do you want to be when you grow up? She asked him this when he was 8 years old. And so Adi Shankar-acharya says, Mommy, I want to be a renunciate. So then she repeated herself, oh, so you want to be a renunciate when you get older? And Adi Shankar-acharya said, No, mommy, I want to be a renunciate now at 8 years old. So his mother just started crying and weeping. And weeping and weeping. She couldn't stop weeping because this 8-year-old was serious about leaving home and becoming a renunciate and to devote his life to truth. So, after he revealed this truth of his desire to become a renunciate at 8 years old, his mother wouldn't stop crying. Every day she would cry, begging him to change his mind. So Shankaracharya, in order to get his mother to stop crying, he went to the side of a river and he walked in this river at 8 years old. And it's described that a crocodile grabbed him and was going to pull him under. And his mother is witnessing this. And now she's crying that he's going to become a renunciate. And now she has something much worse to cry over, the death of her child or the potential death of her child. So in the process of Shankaracharya, Adi Sankarcarya, while he was struggling with the crocodile, he told his mother, his weeping mother, "My dear mother, the only way this crocodile will release me is only if I receive your blessings to become a renunciate now at 8 years old." And so his mother was very reluctant, but she agreed. So this is a lesson we could take in our own life. That a lot of times we consider things to be Armageddon, the worst scenario, the worst situation in the world, just like Shankaracharya's mother. She thought him becoming a renunciate was the worst thing in the world. But actually, Shankar kept things in perspective for his mother. It's actually much worse to see her son being eaten alive by a crocodile. And so in life, we may consider not being the most popular person the worst thing in the world. But suppose we were diagnosed with the terminal illness, then actually not being the most popular in the world is not that bad actually. So this is how the lesson we could take from Shankaracharya is how to keep things in perspective. Now, Lord, it's this, as mentioned before, Shankaracharya is the incarnation of Shiva, which means he's a great controller, meaning he's the controller of the crocodile. And this also means since we're not great controllers, we shouldn't try this experiment at home by getting our mother or our parents or anyone to do something. Because we're not great controllers. We're controlled by lust, anger, greed, pride, envy, and vengeance, our boss, traffic. There's unlimited things we're controlled by, so we're not great controllers. So we should not try this crocodile experiment at home. Anyways, the Bhagavatam says, although Adi Sankaracharya's father was a devotee of Lord Shiva, it's described that Lord Shiva is Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu. In the Bhagavatam, I believe the 12th canto, chapter 13, verse 16, it famously says, Nimnam ganam yata ganga devanam achuto yata vaishnavanam yata shambhu parananam idam tata. So this is a very famous verse. It says, just as the Ganga, or Ganges is the supreme river, Achyuta, or Krishna, is the supreme deity. In the Bhagavatam is the supreme Purana, so also Lord Shiva is the greatest of Vaishnavas. And what is a Vaishnava? It's a devotee of Vishnu or Krishna. So while Adi Sankaracharya's father was chanting, Om Namah Shivaya, Lord Shiva was chanting. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Adi Shankaracarya ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande, Hari Bhakti Dey.